on the internet that asked y'all gaming. Did he just now get a Switch too?
I used to pray for times like this.
You just got one?
Yeah, bro.
Why did it take that long?
I didn't have money when it first came out, and then 3 days later, I got paid by everything, and then it was all gone.
Oh.
So I was like, well, and then I just didn't really try to look for it until recently. And then the only reason I got it now is because Malcolm had an extra one. Shouts Malcolm. He had an extra, like he already had his, and then he did that thing with the Nintendo thing where it's like, hey, you signed up to buy a Nintendo Switch. It's your turn. So then it was my turn. Yeah.
I didn't know you needed. I had an extra one too. I gave it to my family, but they asked for it really late. If I knew you needed,
you
it,
had like just like an extra Nintendo Switch too.
I had another Switch 2 just sitting in my house. Yeah, I didn't know you needed it. Well, here's the thing.
Would you have given it to me, or would you have sold it to me?
I would have given it to you, but like you could pay me back over time. Like I would have. Okay, we could figure that out. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like,
come on, man! Like, how much does he need, bro?
What are you talking? You just want a $500 console for free? Like,
for your friend, your friend of 15 years on his birthday. His birthday's coming up. You don't think? All right.
Well, anyway, I had a Switch 2 because I ordered 2 of them because they kept getting broken. So I got a Best Buy one and a Walmart one. So they're very nice.
Wait, what do you mean they kept getting broken? Oh, the
order thing where it would be like, yeah, you have an order, and then it would be like, that got canceled. So I was like, okay, whatever.
Hey, remember when we said, nah, we was kidding.
Just kidding. We ran out. Silly.
Anyway, yeah, I just got it. So I'm gonna be, now that I streamed early, played some Rom. That was fun. Played some horse game. That we'll talk about in a little bit. And now I'm gonna sit here and let it take all my memory from the OLED and put it on this one.
It's a very good system. I mean, there's only one game on it, but it is fun. By the way, if you guys haven't noticed on the image that we tweeted, it just says horse game. That is because we send the topics to a graphic designer to like make the image, and we just said horse game, and they just put horse game. So
I just assumed he would know.
I think we assumed that they would like know, or at least look it up. But the horse game is fine too. That's what it is. So we're going to start off talking about games. First up is Mecha Break, which we've been playing a lot of, actually.
Yeah. And that game, look, bro, like, I haven't ran into the wall yet that people be talking about with, monetization and, maybe some pay to winning. We just go in there. I slam my axe down, I spin on people. Or I slam my sword down and I chop people up. I'm having a great time.
Yeah.
There's the only downside we've had so far is that last night we played, and there was one guy who definitely did not know how to play one of the best characters in the game, and therefore we lost. But like, that's every team game. Like, you're always going to have people on your team that are just ass. So like, outside of that, I mean, I had a great time. Even some of the games that we got absolutely stomped, I was like, damn, those other guys are very good. So
yeah, they're fun, even if like it's not a game that we could like get mad at too, because it's like so silly, over the top. Like, it's satisfying. I'm really enjoying it. It is a little weird because the game has 2 healers, but the healers are not fun to play, so nobody is playing them. So it's like, but that's the only way to heal in the game. There's no passive healing, and there's nothing you can pick up like around the map. I think some of the maps have like like repair kits or whatever, but it's not common. So it's like you need a healer, but also it's as opposed to like Marvel Rivals, where like healer is very fun to play because it's very impactful. Like, the healers could do some of the biggest damage. Maybe not anymore, but at the beginning it was like you could one shot somebody with Warlock. So it's like, I feel like this game is a little bit on the other side, which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing. But I do wonder what it's like, at higher ranks. I love the game right now, very casually, very simply. It does. I do wonder, like, when it would get less fun. Like, it just feels like a game I'm going to stop playing after a month or whatever, and that's fine. But it's good. It's a good time. Very simple, very casual. Everything feels weighty. And I'm not even a mech guy. I've never cared about mechs, but this is awesome.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat where, like, I won't say like I never cared about mechs at all, because like I do really much like Xenoblade Chronicles X, but like,
sure,
I think that was just like the full package. Like, I wasn't like, oh, mechs, I gotta get it. It was like the full package of the game is just very fun. But outside of that, I've tried some of the other ones. There was that Gundam game that came out that was like a little more Overwatchy, and I just didn't vibe. I played
Sure.
a decent amount of Armor Core, but that was more so like a like a RPG type adventure type deal. I don't if there was PvP, I definitely did not try it.
Right.
I just kind of went through the story and like that was cool, but like this game is just like I hopped in, I found a mech that I liked pretty quickly, found another mech that I liked yesterday, so I'm like, all right, like I think they're probably all fun in some capacity.
Sure.
If yeah, well, except for maybe the healers. Yeah, the healers just it's just
Well,
unfortunate because I feel like the way that like you're flying around, you're scrapping or whatever, with the scrappers, or you're in the skies just doing mad damage with the flyers, and
mhm.
then as the healers, you're like, I hope no one sees me. Like,
Yeah, basically. I
I
hope I
hope
could
no
just
one's
get
looking.
around for free. Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, I think if you have a chance, if you have like an hour or two to play, um, I would definitely try some Mecha Break. It's very fast paced when it comes to like how fast you can get in and like learn a character and start playing, and it's actually pretty fleshed out. Like they have a training mode in it that will like show you combos. Like you'll go through a
Yeah.
tutorial for that mech to see what's like optimal or what your mech can do, which is like really cool. Like you can also just go in there and free ball it or whatever. But like it's cool if they have like trials that are like, okay, in this mode, this thing does this. Like they'll talk about like with welcome, they'll talk about like the how if you're in the skies and you hit your main attack, you'll bring people down the ground, and then they'll like have you practice that, and then
Yeah.
they're like, all right, now this is what the box does, now this is what the smoke does, and it's like it puts you in the scenario to know what it does, and I think that's a really cool way to do training for games like this. So just saying, very easy to get into, free to play, hop in.
It's a lot of work too to have like that many tutorials because there's like a bunch of tutorials for every character. Like each individual character has their own way to play or all that stuff. So it's kind of crazy. Um but there's a lot of resources to learn how to play the game, and then once you start like getting a feel for it, I think it's super satisfying. Takes a little bit of time for you to like get the rhythm of the game, but yeah, it's awesome. Free to play, available now, and it has a crap ton of marketing budget. I cannot believe how many people are sponsored to play this game. Like
Bro,
it's everywhere, man. Like it
so did you get
is.
like an email, or would you get it like from Lurkit, like they hit you up directly?
Oh no, I just had a sponsor. Like my agency hit me up. So
Oh,
the
okay,
agency
yeah.
was like, "Hey, we have this thing," and then it was on the bounty board too. So I just took that too. So it was just, I don't know where that
Hey,
marketing budget is coming from. It's crazy.
yeah, but hey, good for them, bro. I mean, like I'm
Whew.
hoping this game makes some waves. Let me, my favorite. Let's Steam chart it up real quick, see what they're looking like. Mecha Break.
I checked
I'm
a few
sure.
weeks ago. I think it was like 20 something.
Mmm. Mecha Break
That's when it came out
currently,
though.
yeah, now that it's out, has 24K. Still playing 13 minutes ago. All time peak was 84K. That's pretty nice. Let's
It's not
look
bad.
at that and compares to what I don't know, Overwatch,
You could do
Marvel
Marvel
Rivals, I guess.
Rivals. I'm
Yeah,
curious how
yeah, yeah.
Rivals is doing now.
Marvel Rivals. Marvel Rivals has 74K, but that makes
Jeez.
sense.
Still though,
Like,
74s. Like I didn't think it would stick that big this long. That's crazy.
I mean, the drop offs are kind of comparable. So you're
Hmm.
from the all time peak was 642K, and now it's 74K, and that's just not including consoles. So there's probably like you always got always
Exactly.
trying to
Yeah.
multiply by three when it comes into consoles. So there's definitely a lot of people playing that, but I don't know if Mecha Break is on consoles or not. But either way, I mean, 20K for your shooter game is pretty nice.
Yeah, I think it's only PS5 right now, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm.
But very good game. It's not bad at all. Now
Yeah.
let's get into another game that a lot of people have been talking about, and it might be a bad game. I don't know. It depends on what people are looking for. Uma Musume, Pretty Derby. Oh, by the way, happy birthday to Tom Kench. Tom Kench is 10 years old today, which is insane to me.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Damn, weird. Yeah,
Yeah, man.
that is a character I remember. That
That's
so
nuts. I
yeah.
remember him popping out. Yeah, so Uma Musume, the dog woof. Don't look up those Overwatch numbers. Wait. I'm actually
Now,
curious.
now I want to look at them.
Yeah, you got my
Wait, but
ass.
Overwatch is on. But you have to like, how do you even get like a?
No,
Because Overwatch is,
Overwatch is 24. That's not bad, especially not including consoles.
and it's also still on the Blizzard client if you still use that. So like,
Oh, I didn't even think of that. That's
this
true.
is just
Come on.
Steam. So there's people playing some Overwatch, bro. Come on,
I mean,
like it
I'm
may not
shocked too.
be.
Like,
It's probably comparable. It's probably like maybe I'd say altogether it's probably like 60K.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Anyway,
shocked people are still playing that game. But Uma Musume, the horse racing girl game. I've been playing it a bunch because I heard about it and I was like, okay, it's probably bad. It's probably like a silly, ironic, like LOL, isn't this so funny thing. And then I started playing it and I was like, huh, I kind of get it because all it is just one of those like, it's like a management sim, but like as you keep playing, the numbers get bigger and things get stronger. And like I like that. I like a number go up game. And like I'm not really here for like the personalities, the waifu stuff or the horse stuff. Like I don't it's funny, but like the gameplay loop itself is like pretty compelling. The presentation is very good. I'm shocked there's actually a good game under like all the memes or whatever. It's fun to play.
yeah. I mean, I think if you look at it from that like standpoint, like a cookie clicker type deal, um,
Yeah.
like that's probably where, yeah. Because I was like, I started to get into the gameplay loop a little bit. Like I was, chat was telling me a bit about like how things work, and I found my horse. I'm using that masked horse. That's my dog,
Mhm.
uh, Condor Rossa or something like that,
Mhm.
Condor Pasa.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, bro, sure. And then they were like, oh, well, you should use your 3-star horse, the free one, so that like you can use the skills and inherit. And then I lost my first race with that character, and I was like, what the. And then I was like, wait, this is supposed to be my best horse. So now I was grinding, and then I saw it was 4 o'clock. I was like, I'll have to go. But
Yeah.
I'd imagine I'll open that up, send it a couple of times. I feel like you could probably do that like once a day for like an hour and just have it all done for that day. So, little job game on the side. I don't care too much about the anime either. I think that's just us
Right.
though. Like I think we're old and you know, I don't want to be like, oh, I've connected with this horse girl. Like, no, that's
Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah.
happening. But yeah, the presentation's good. It is funny to see like, I put it on like 4 speed until like the end because I feel like everything happens on that last leg,
Oh, it does.
and
Yeah.
and then I'm like, my horse is in like third, and then at the end of the race I'm at 12th, and I'm like, what happened?
It slows way down at the end, and then like if you don't have a horse that like does well at the end, it just comes to a halt. It's so sad.
That's just so funny though. So yeah, like I definitely think I can see how people got into it now. I heard that the real reason people are into it is because of gambling, and some people are putting big money on this. And I'm not doing that. I don't gamble, so
Uh huh.
I'm literally just looking at it from the gameplay standpoint. I probably will find some streams to see how big the money is because I want to see what type of gambling they're doing, and maybe we bet points or something. That sounds funny, but
Yeah.
you know, I'm looking now. The top streamer has 4.8K viewers. Uh, it's it's all VTubers, which is killing me.
It's mostly VTube, but what's weird is like I think the wave is like dying down a little bit. People have seen the game. They're like either it's like they're like okay, this is a meme game I don't like, or they're into it or whatever. I streamed it last night and I had high above my average, and I'm like, wow, people still want to watch this. It seems like a pretty good Steam or stream game if your audience is into it. Um, I do think that the meme is sort of the novelty is worn off and it will continue to do so. But I like it. I'll
Yeah.
probably keep playing it on my own. I've been playing it off stream, not like actively, but like I'll have a podcast on, just click around, do a career. Um, it's fun. I don't know what to say. Again, I'll probably stop after a week or so, but it has me now. So
For this week, yeah, it's gonna be a fun week.
yeah, it's gonna be a good
You
week.
know,
It's a good time.
that's I think that's what we're yeah.
It's apparently based on an anime that's been around for a while, which I did not know about. Um, and like it's a whole world of like all of them are based on real horses like in Japan who like have their own histories and like their personalities are shaped after the horses' personalities, which is crazy. It's like a whole intricate thing, which is very cool to me. So yeah, there's a whole lore behind it that I'm not privy to, but I'll probably play it for a little bit more. People are saying that apparently there's a very good card or like event coming up in the next week or so, and then like maybe I'll stick. I probably won't stick around at that point, but maybe I will, and if so, I'll keep playing. But we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably in the same. I mean, you giving it a week. I got a bunch of other stuff I've been playing that I
Yeah,
don't think I like. I've been grinding RoboQuest and like getting
yeah.
a bunch of unlocks, so that's been like my time waster. And then, of course, the next game we were talking about, I've been playing that a lot too with the boys in the call.
Hmm.
But just to wrap it up, Musume, if it's also free to play, I think you can. I'm assuming you can play it on your phone
It's
too.
a
I
phone
didn't.
too, and it gives you
Yeah,
some
yeah, yeah.
stuff. Like if you connect your phone to your thing, gives you like a
Oh,
certain amount of drops or whatever. So yeah, it's
oh yeah.
crazy.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, check it out if you want to be part of the craze. So, but yeah, also part of the craze. Although I think this one is like sticking a little harder because they are, it hasn't come out fully yet, and people are still enjoying it.
Sure.
Peak. It's game about climbing. The top streamer right now has 20K people watching him climb,
Jeez.
probably with friends. It's in that same vein of like Repo and whatnot, where you're
Lethal
working with your
Company,
friends,
that
and
stuff. Yeah.
yeah, and it can be a little fun. You can't really sabotage your friends in this one as much outside of like, maybe not if they're like reaching for your hand and you're not reaching your hand out. Like, okay, sure, but
You can't drop
uh,
them.
no, you can't drop them.
Oh,
No.
okay. All right.
But for the most part, I think everyone is with the intention of trying to get up the mountain. So,
Sure.
the furthest we've made it so far is level 3. I think there's 5 or 6 levels.
Okay.
And they're always the same, but it's just the mountain changes. So you always start on the beach, and then
Okay.
you go to the forest, and then the alpines, and then I think there's like a lava level after that. And I forgot, but I don't know anything after that because that was the farthest I've been is the Alpines, and they all have like different like hazards after the first one. Like the first one's just a free climb, like get to the top, whatever.
Sure.
And second level, it rains, so it makes it harder to climb, and there's like vines and trees and stuff that you have to use sometimes to climb.
Yeah.
And then the third level, it is like a snowstorm, and if you're standing like not behind something or you're like directly in the wind, you
Yeah.
start to take freeze damage, and if you take too much freeze damage, you'll die or whatever, right? So it's cool. Like, it has some annoying moments because some of the climbs do take a little bit of time, but
Sure.
uh, it's the whole point of the game is to get to the top. And they should make it super easy, otherwise people wouldn't be playing it. And from what I'm seeing right now, seems like a lot of people are easily at least making it to the third area from all the streams I'm watching. Just looking at their thumbnails, everyone's in the ice area. So
Sure.
yeah, it's a good time. I think my only complaint now is I would like to have a third person view for me too.
Hmm.
I think it's kind of disorienting to look at sometimes from the first person view. And I feel like a lot of the times you see the clips, the reason why they're so funny is because of the third person view.
Right.
Yeah.
Is it one of those games that like do you get permanent progress when you like? Is it like when you all die or whatever? Is that just the end of the run, or do you get permanent progress that like will help you on the next run? You know what I'm saying?
No, if when you all die, that's it. That's the end of the run. But
So
if
you
you
don't get
die,
anything.
like, and I make it to the end, at the end of every level, there is a statue that like you can use to revive people, or if
Okay.
everyone's alive, you get like a super cool special item or whatever from the statue. So
Gotcha. Okay.
there, yeah, like you want to prioritize trying to get everybody to the top, but like if for some reason, like especially when if I'm playing with Cat, like we're basically just solo climbing in the same lobby.
That dude does not cooperate. No, he's not
That
a
shit is.
cooperator.
We just hop in there. We're like, we'll see you at the top, maybe.
Good luck.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I think it's a good game. It's fun. It's funny. Like I like to see. I would like to kind of like really get. If I were really in my what is that? My consecrator bag. I'll probably try to hit more consecrators up or more smashers up, and do like smashers play or something, and just shoot
Sure.
the shit with them. But because yeah, I mean, it's just that type of game. Like you're gonna be yapping and talking, but people are gonna fall off the mountain. It's gonna be funny. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to try it yet, but I played Repo and I played Lethal Company and all that stuff is great. I think any of those games are like they're in this new market where it's a place to hang out more than anything. It's like not like there is a goal obviously, but it's a lot softer than like an active game. It's like a lot more passive and people can kind of play at their own pace, which is cool. I feel like we're going to see a lot more of those as people sort of refine gameplay loops in a way that like are creative for multiplayer and like just so everybody can hang out and I don't my problem with those games is that's why I asked about like the permanent progress. I feel like if I'm not making any permanent progress, I get kind of like burnt out fast. Not because like the game isn't fun, because obviously you're just playing it for like the moment to be in that game. But I feel like if it's I don't know. I feel like I would like something permanent over time.
Well, your
Um,
permanent progress is the unlocks. There is unlocks for your like cosmetics, but again, you don't really get to
Cosmetics
see your
though.
own cosmetics
Yeah.
because it's first person. So like everybody else gets to see the cool stuff you have on, but um, yeah, like there's like a reward system in there, like a bounty system basically
Right.
that like if you do these things, like you get cosmetics, and like that's if you're an achievement hunter, like that's cool.
Sure.
Um, but yeah, I could see. I mean, what type of like because I don't really know what type of permanent progress you'd be able to put in that game because of the fact that it's just like it's the same thing except
Right.
for it's I don't even know if it's generally like randomly procedurally generated or whatever,
Sure.
but I think it's just like they design the new mountain, but it's always in the same biome basically.
Sure.
So like yeah, if you make a whole climb today and you finish that thing, okay, cool. Then they reset the mountain like 3 days later, and then you have a whole new mountain to try to climb.
Right.
So
Yeah, I was
yeah.
gonna say I don't know what you would put in because I don't know the game at all. But I feel like there'd be I don't know. I played Outlast Trials with friends, and like those games have like or that game has a permanent progression system. So it's like when you come out of the thing, you get to like spend your points or get like passive buffs and stuff. And I feel like I'm way more attuned to that kind of style where I feel like I'm making like the next run will be different from this one in that way. But I guess the
Mhm.
fun of it, of like having a different mountain or like the procedurally generated, that's probably enough. I just feel like these games fall off so fast. Not the game's fault, just like, by the nature of their existence or whatever. So,
No, you're correct, and I think the chat was talking about like what is the flavor of month game type, and some people called it friend slop. Don't like that. Avocado games, I can kind of get that, but there needs to be some type of name for them because yeah, there's that flavor of the month, and people are obviously some people are going to stick with it. I'm sure that people are still playing Repo, but like what happens is like one person brings it to your Discord, everyone buys a $7 game, y'all play it
yeah.
like 8 times, then we're done. Same thing happened with Lethal Company before Repo. Like,
Yeah.
same thing happened with Among Us, although that was a little less, I think, friend slop. I think that more people were trying to get more like content creator slop, I guess,
Sure.
by having big lobbies of like content creators, running um, that game. But yeah, I
Right.
don't
Yeah.
know. Like, because in another month, there's going to be something else that takes this cake as well, too. So,
I think it's just fad games. I think you just call them fads. Like that's just they come here, you play them for a little bit and then they fall off, and that's okay. Not every game is going to stick around forever, especially games that like are more sort of friend oriented or multiplayer. So, but it's good for now, I'm sure. This is the one that I have not played yet, but maybe I'll give it a shot. Although I think by the point I do, I've got so many games I need to play. I've got like a list right now. I got to play Death Stranding at some point. I don't know why that's become so high on my list, but maybe it's because the sequel's out now and I'm curious. But I gotta
I
do something.
think, I think you should just grab it, bro. You should just grab it, and then when you hop in the call, someone's willing to play, bro. I'm telling
Oh,
you.
Peak?
Yeah,
Oh, maybe.
$6. Come on.
Yeah, I could do that. I just gotta hop in the call sometime. Just
You'd be
not
in
in
the
there all that much anymore.
That's fair.
We used to do
No.
Outlast Trials, but I think now we're so far out of it that like we don't know anymore. So
Too
it's
late.
dead.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's it for Peak. Anything else on Peak or any other games?
Nope. Just hey, I hope the devs are listening because I've seen a lot of other people saying that too that they would like third person view, but it's usually
Sure.
like people. I always like reading reviews of who's saying that. And it's like, yeah, the first person view is hurting my wife's eyes. Like, oh, okay, yeah, this guy's not used. Like, yeah, my wife and we're trying to game and I can't game. She's got motion sickness. I'm like, well, that's not what I was getting at. But like, you know what? We're in the fight, the same fight. So
Yeah,
like, let's,
you guys are doing the same things. You're
yeah,
so at least you're fighting the same war, albeit for different reasons. So God bless.
yeah.
That's great.
So some stay though. Fall Guys was one of those ones upon time. Fall Guys had to like Fall Guys would have been a fat game if they didn't start updating because
Oh
like
yeah.
yeah, after a while we were like, dude, I can't keep jumping on these tiles and thinking about it the whole time. Like,
They
like
didn't. It took them a while though. I remember
it
they
did.
had like pretty rough. Like they didn't have any updates prepared for a long time, and it was like,
Yeah, like
wait,
the 6 month
what?
mark. I was like, this game's about to
Yes.
die, bro. Yeah,
Yeah,
So if you
it
hopped
was
in, we
tough.
hopped in recently though. Well, for your, the Coney games, and
Yes.
yeah, there was a lot of I did not see before. I was like, oh snap! Like this is, y'all definitely upgraded. I like it.
Yeah, that's one of those games that like you can come back to every like once a year and then be like, "Wow, this is awesome." And then you just leave for another year, and that's really it.
Yeah,
Um and I think it actually might even do better with that because then it's like the novelty of it, comes out. Maybe Peak will be another one of those, or any of these games that sort of fall off for a little bit. That's what we did with Outlast Trials. We stepped away for a while because there wasn't anything left to play, and then they had like 3 new campaigns. We're like, oh, so
yeah. When is this Donkey Kong game coming out?
25th.
Oh,
Yeah, so 2 weeks from this Friday. So we got a
are you hyped?
while. Yeah, not
I was like,
not excessively. Like
okay,
I'm reasonably excited because like it does. I gotta be honest, it looks pretty fun.
yeah.
Not crazy fun, pretty fun.
Oh,
You
I
know,
see my boy Skill Up. I watch him a lot for reviews and stuff, and he's got a 4 hour hand-on impression for Donkey Kong Bonanza, and he says the title is Donkey Kong Bonanza is the Nintendo weirdness we've been waiting for. So, all right, cool. That's nice. Maybe I'm I'm not. I won't say I'm the biggest Donkey Kong fan, but it definitely looks different than any other Donkey Kong that I would have
sure.
played. So, I'm probably gonna try it just off that power alone. So,
I'm
yeah,
sure it'll be good. It's apparently being
yeah.
made by the Odyssey team, so like no matter what, the game will be good. How good, we'll see. It looks it looks fun, but not like crazy fun to me. But we'll see. I'm gonna give it a shot either way. Obviously, I mean it's Donkey Kong, and we ain't got nothing else to play on Switch, so um, yeah.
I'm
So
going
that's
back to play
Donkey
my
Kong
old
Bonanza.
games. I'm
Yeah.
going to play my old games and crisp 60 FPS. That's what I was hyped about. But anyway, yeah. So, the 17th. Wait a minute.
Oh, is it the 17th? Maybe I got the dates wrong. That means in what, next Thursday?
Yeah.
Whoo! Maybe I
Damn.
got it wrong then. My bad.
Okay. Well, regardless, we'll be there. Wait,
Oh
do I
yeah.
have anything to do next Thursday? Because I know I'm like going somewhere all the time. I won't be there. I will be there if it's coming out on Thursday. But I'm going to. I got Brawlhalla stuff to
It
do.
is
Anyway,
Thursday. I think something else might be coming out the 25th that I'm thinking of. All I know is Tony Hawk is on Friday, and I can play it now. But I'm thinking of. I'm definitely gonna play that new Tony Hawk game, and then that one's next week.
is it new
So
or is this like Tony Hawk remake?
it's 3 and 4. So it's a remake of 3 and 4, which is
Okay.
good.
And they got you again. Got
Yes,
you
they
again.
did. I can't wait. I love those games, man. I'm a big Tony Hawk guy. I love those games. They're
All
so
right.
good.
Well, yeah. Anyway, that's gonna be it for us. Thank you guys for watching. As per usual, if you are listening to this on Twitch, you can actually listen to this on YouTube and on Spotify and Apple Podcasts as well. If you weren't able to catch the entire show, we talked about a couple of things here. Lasting thoughts. Peak is good for now. Hopefully, it stays good. If it doesn't, though, that's just the nature of the fad game.
Yeah.
Same thing with the horse game. It's good for now. We'll see how long that stays, or if people are going to continue to gamble. And Mecha Break, it looks dope. You should play Mecha Break. It's free to play. It will probably stay around for a while.
Yep. Good summary. Thanks for watching, y'all gaming, everybody.